Hi, this is Emily at Lazy Girl Lips, and I'm excited to bring to you Sofia Vergara's Get the Look. That was an abrupt change from Sofia, but hopefully by the end, we'll be looking like her. So I'm starting with medium tinted moisturizer, and I'm just going to rub that all over my face. I wanted to go with medium because Sofia's obviously a little bit darker than me. I get it all over, especially at the corners of the edge of my nose because that's where I get a little bit red. Rub that in. I'm so super fast. I know you're impressed. So then next I'm going with Candlelight. So I like to use Candlelight on the places where I need to have concealer. So I have a little zit right there, and I have a little zit right there. And I like to put it under my eyes to cover up my dark circles, my mommy circles, maybe that's what I should call them. Then I just take an eye shadow brush and blend it all in. Super fast, super fast. It'll also give my eyes a little bit of a pop, which is really nice. And then I let the two dots that are just sitting on my lovely zits sit there for a little bit to set. So there we go. Now I should look more bright and more alive. And next, I'm just going to keep blending. Next, I'm going to take my bronzer. Now, I don't typically contour with bronzer, but I thought for Sofia's look, it might look a little bit better than just doing the Mocha Java which is what I typically contour with, which is an eyeshadow. So I'm going there along my noses to slim my nose out, give it a little bit of dimension. But I went with the bronzer because I wanted to have a more subtle contour and because she's browner than me. That was my slight, what's the word? Trying. This is not correct grammar, but that was how I was trying to get a little bit tanner too. So a bronzer is our blush, but I'm also using it as my contour, and you're going to see later that I will also use it as my eyeshadow because our products are so versatile. You can use them for several different things. Now I'm also going to take the bronzer just lightly along my chin. That will also give me some dimension and make it look like my jawbones and such are sticking out in relief. And now I'm putting it along the top because that's where the sun is generally going to hit my head right there. So I want it to look like I'm naturally a little bit more tan there. I'm going back on that chin because I need some help. And I should be saying to and I'm going right under my lip because it goes in naturally there. So I want it to look like a shadow, a little bit more of a shadow. What am I doing next? Let's see. I'm taking my pearlizer, and my new favorite thing is doing a pearlizer with just a little bit of it with white concealer as my highlight. I think it's really pretty. So that's my white concealer, and I'm putting about twice as much concealer on there as I am my pearlizer. So the pearlizer, remember, is going to give you a glow. That's what we call the glue of Senegence. And what's funny is we call the concealer the Band-Aid of Senegence. So anything that you really mess up on, you put concealer on and you're good to go. It can also change colors. So if you put it with your pearlizer, it's going to make it lighter. If you put it with your foundation, it's going to make it lighter, etc., etc., etc. There's me looking so cute as I'm putting it on. And so I'm putting it on the top of my forehead because I want that to glow a little bit, and down the edge of my nose. And here's when I realized that I let my Candlelight sit too long because it won't rub in. So don't let it sit as long as I did. This one won't move at all, which you can't really tell in the video so much, but I'll have to fix it later. So I'm going to put it right along the top of my nose, which is going to make my nose stick out and look more slim. And then I'm going to put it on my forehead just to have that natural glow. And then I'm going to put it on my cheeks because I also want those to stick out more and to be a little bit brighter. So I'm just going to rub that in, and then right on the edge of your chin. For the same reason, you want that to stick out a little bit. Now I'm working on that Candlelight because it's not moving, but what the heck? We're just going to go with it. We're going to try to put a highlight over it. Next time I'll be a little bit more careful about that. I love to put just a little swipe of my highlight along, what's that called? The something. It's not the fulcrum, but it's something like that, right along the top of your lip because it makes your lips look bigger. Just a little touch of it. All right. What am I looking for? Still looking. Oh, that's my terracotta. So Sophia had a very light blush. So I went with this because it's just a little bit lighter. I just put about 3 dots on each cheek, and then take a rounded brush, stipple, and just rub that in. You don't want to go too big because Sophia was subtle on her blush. So we're just rubbing that in and making it look like my cheeks have a little bit of a flush, which is nice. And now at this point I deleted it out of the video, but I took the candlelight to the edge of my nose where it's a little bit more red. So that's what I did in between there, and I just deleted it to save time. Okay, now I'm taking my bronzer, the same thing that I did the contour with, and I'm putting it on my eyelids because I noticed that she had kind of a brown orange base on her eyes, and I don't have a shadow for that, but I can figure something out to make it work. Now this eye, I actually went back and put like 2 more layers on to match the other eye, but I also cut that out of the video just to save on time. So in a minute, I'm going to magically have 2 balanced eyelids instead of 1 more orange and 1 less orange. So I'm just rubbing that in good. It blends really well, and it takes about 2 minutes to set. So you see how unbalanced those are, so I go back and fix them. All right, give a little rub-a-dub-dub one more time there just to make sure it's all blended. Now I'm going to go in with my smoked topaz. Now, smoked topaz I'm going to apply to the outer corner of my lids and into the crease a little bit, just to give me a little bit of a smoky eye. Now, one thing that I really, really love, aren't I cute? One thing that I really, really love is the more you work these and these Shadow Sense colors, and the more you rub and blend, the lighter they get. They're just so blendable. They're so malleable. You can make them into so many different things. So this smoked topaz is just a green, and I'm putting it on the outer corners. And I did the same thing on the other eye. And then I'm taking this Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, which is just kind of like a golden sparkle, because she had a lot of sparkles going on. So a lot of shimmers. So I am taking this just to make myself glow a little bit. I like to call this my J-Ho glow, because, you know, she's always glowing. And I only do one side at a time because I find that the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer sets quicker than most of the other shadows, and I didn't want to have like gold lines. And then I go back and put it on the inside of my inner corner just to make me shine and pop a little bit. Now I did that, and I balanced both sides, and now I'm just playing around a little bit, making sure everything's rubbed in really well. Oh, and I'm talking to my kids because they came in, and now I'm drinking Diet Coke because my kids came in. I don't know why I am. Okay, so I'm taking Onyx Shadow, which is the black, and I'm taking an eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna get the color on there really well. And I like to use this brush because it's slim and it's harder to mess up on. So doing your eyeliner is hard, especially when you're like under pressure and you have to get it right because you're in a video. So my hands were like shaking, but whatever. I started in the middle, and I kind of took it out, and then I went back into the inner lid. And now I'm making just a slight winged liner. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up from the bottom. Go away, babies. Go watch the show. Mom's not done yet.
It's done.
Sorry, my babies are in here for a second. Okay, Mom needs some time. So I take the way my bottom of the eye comes up, and I draw a straight line there because you want it to go up a little bit. And then I take and draw kind of a triangle to the top of my line. And I did both eyes, but I kept messing with them, so I was like, I just got to stop. So, and then you just fill in on the bottom of your eyelid, also on your bottom eyelid, and make it connect to the top. Putting on mascara. It is not Cinegents, so I just put it on without putting it in the
Mom,
video.
could we have a snack?
Okay, so now I'm taking this palette.
Could we have a snack?
Please be quiet.
Could we have a snack?
No. Okay, so I'm taking this palette, and because I don't have a persimmon in my personal collection, I mixed Cocoa and Love It, which Cocoa is a brown and Love It is an orange. It did not come out the color that I wanted, but it was still a pretty color. So I put those on really quickly, because when you're mixing outside of the tube, it dries kind of quick, so I had to go fast just to make sure I could get all 3 layers on. Look how fast I go. I didn't really go that fast, but I sped my video up. So I'm getting myself 3 layers. See, it's not quite as orangey as I wanted it, but I do have one persimmon in stock that I will put with my Get the Look sale. So there we go. I don't know why I'm licking my teeth so much, but I figure that I do that a lot in videos. I added some glossy. And I have 2 more things to do. I need to do my eyebrows, and then I wanted to take a shimmer below my eyes. But so here I'm mixing onyx and mocha java on top of a lid. That's typically the color that I put on my eyebrows. So I mix those. I put mostly onyx and about half mocha java. About half the mocha java that I would put on the onyx. So then I'm taking my eyebrow brush and I'm going to brush in strokes. So I don't want to just draw a straight line. That would not look natural at all. So I'm just stroking. And what I like to do is go straight up and create more of a curve than I have. And then once I go up, I just go, I pick up the brush and do a different line down. So eyebrows are amazing to frame your face. It really gives you like an eye lift, a facelift without going through the surgery of it. So I'm doing the same thing over here. I'm going to fix that a little bit because it didn't quite go on right. So I just want to give myself a lift. And remember, these are sisters, not twins. So you don't want them to look exactly right. But Sophia had a little bit of a darker eyebrow, so I did it darker. Now here I'm getting ready to do the shimmer under my eye because that's what she has. And Taya comes in and starts messing with the video and accidentally turns it off. So I will do the finished look in a picture.